guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Zadie and today I have a new video for y'all. Today's video is every book I have read since December. So December, January, February, every book I've read. I was going to do this for December and January, but I didn't read many books in January and I was like, I'm not going to make a video for 3 books. So I have 6 books instead. These past 3 months, I haven't really been reading that much, and I kind of know why. Life's been a little hard. December, I had finals, because I'm a high school student, so finals, those are hard. January, they were kind of hitting us in the back. They were really trying to make us die. There was a lot going on in January, and so, I tried reading this really big book, aka Binding 13, and I just couldn't get through it. And then February, they lessened the load a little bit, but this last week and this next coming week, I'm dead. I'm dead in the water. I might tell y'all later about what's on Monday, March 2nd. I have so much going on. Oh my god, March 2nd, I'm actually done for. Anyways, let's get on to the video. Woo! So the first book I read in December was Sweet Venom by Rena Kent. I had just week before read the book previous, Beautiful Venom. I already forgot their names. And so I was really excited to read this one, and I read it and I really enjoyed parts of it. I rated it a 4 out of 5. I would say I'd probably change it now just because if I reviewed more analyzations of it, other people's reviews, I probably would change my opinion a bit. But in the moment, I rated it a 4 out of 5. It wasn't my most favorite thing in the world. I did like the two main characters, Jude and I don't know the girl's name, Violet, I think, much more than I liked the FMC from Beautiful Venom. I fully forgot her name. So I did enjoy their storyline. I thought it was really good. But I really think they got overshadowed by Preston. I love Preston. I am so excited for his book. I will be on it. It's coming out when I'm going to be at camp, and so I'm already strategizing when at camp I'm going to go buy it. And sometimes they go out to Walmart and buy stuff, so I'm really hoping that it's going to be at Walmart so I can buy it. But we'll see. Then when winter break finally started, oh, that was a long time, I read Powerless. Because this book gets a lot of hype, and I really, really needed to read it because, of course, I need to read it. I was really bored in a lot of this because I have read the first book in Red Queen before. I read it in 6th grade. So some of these plot points I had forgotten because it's been a long time since I read Red Queen. But a lot of them I was I've read this before. A lot of it was a little cringy, I don't know. But I will admit, some of it was really funny. I kind of loved the Hunger Games vibe-esque stuff, when they're in the arena fighting things. That was cool. That was interesting. I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue the series. I don't see a point to, because it's just love at the end. I did like the plot twists with Kai. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I did like that one plot twist. That was interesting. It's fine. It's not the greatest book in the world. If you would like to read it. But I would say if you've read Red Queen, it's going to be really hard to get into it because it's kind of just copy-paste. Copy-paste. You could probably watch a video. I watched a whole video on, the similarities. Yeah. If I read Reckless, there's a very low chance of it, but yeah. Did like Blair's character. Low-key, I did like her character. Alright, the next book I read was Dash and Lily's Book of Dares. This was a 3-star book. I had to read this for my book club. I really, I didn't like this book. Okay, so the plot line is fine. The plot line's fine. It's perfectly fine. But I was going into this, I was okay, this is just going to be a nice little YA book. The friend who suggested it, she's very, very YA. Not very YA, but she does not reading the smut stuff. That kind of thing. I was okay, so this is just gonna be a chill little read. I get into it. Why are there so many jokes? What in the world? I did not come for this. Okay. It follows 2 people. So it follows Dash and it follows Lily. Dash and Lily. And it's just, all right, I don't know what to say about this book. So it's like Book of Dares. Lily leaves a book in the Strand so that then Dash finds it and he like writes in it. And then they start doing that like, I'm gonna leave the book here, you have to go find it. And then the other person's, I'm gonna leave it here, you have to go find it. And we just meet so many of Lily's random family members. I did really like the ending with the mommy group, the mom group people. If you've read this book, the mom group is really funny. But that's really all I liked. The next book I read was Pride and Prejudice. Do you love my old little copy? Fun fact, my dad used this copy when he was a child, like when he had to read it for school. We had to choose a novel, any novel, and I chose Pride and Prejudice because I was bored, not really bored, but I really wanted to read Pride and Prejudice this year because I had just watched the series, the movie. I'd watched so much Pride and Prejudice. And I was like, I might as well just read it. And I did. It is good. Did I have to use an audiobook to get through most of it? Yes. Because I would have, let's just say using the audiobook helped me cut my time in half in reading this. So that was like really, really, really good. But yeah, it's good. It's a good book. I'm going to try and read another Jane Austen book this year. We'll see how that goes. We had to write an essay for this. I'm about to yap about my English teacher. Sorry, but I'm a high school girl. You have to let me yap a bit. So we have 9-week quarters. The quarters are 9 weeks long. 3 test grades. You need 3 test grades in those 9 weeks. Every class has to have 3 test grades. Usually you'll get through like 2 units, 3 units maybe. My English teacher, Monday, final draft due for this. Final draft due for this. Like, it's an essay. I got a 95 on the rough draft, so I feel fine about it. But it's like, okay, Monday, great, thank you. He gave us a rough draft back on Wednesday, by the way. The original due date was Friday. But then we have a presentation, basically on the same exact things, but it's also due Monday. And also, he's given us like no information on the presentation. Like, all I know is it has to be like 5 minutes long, maybe. I don't know. Wednesday, short story and poem test. Why? So I finally got out of a reading slump, and I was really, really, really happy about that. February, I started a new series, and it was The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle L. Jensen. And I'm glad that I started the series because I was in such a reading slump because of everything that was going on. And my friend had gifted this to me as my Christmas gift. And she was like, hey, can you give me some suggestions of books to get you for Christmas? And I was like, yeah. And I chose this one because I was like, it seems interesting. I really enjoyed this book. Really, really enjoyed it. It took me a couple days to read it, but I really, really loved it. I had so much fun reading it. I'm glad I started it. This was a 5-star read from me. I did really enjoyed it. I liked how the characters didn't fully trust each other. Like, that's like a main thing. It's like enemies to lovers, but the enemies usually aren't enemies for a while. And I was really happy with this book that they stayed enemies for a good bit. Like, they were husband and wife kind of thing. He cared about her, but only because she is his wife. And so, like, I'm going to spoil something. But there's a scene, they're, like, taking her to his grandmother's island. And they're, like, going on a boat. And she's never been on a boat before because she grew up on the desert. And when she starts looking like she's turning green, she's about to throw up, she's like gonna have a panic attack. He cares for her and says, let's get off the boat and let's walk there through the bridge. And I did really enjoy that part because even though they aren't like fully in love or like care for each other, he's at least caring for a little bit, like with that human caring. Like, that's my wife, I need to take care of her. I really enjoyed that. And I liked the ending of the book so much. I liked the ending of The Bridge Kingdom so much that I picked up The Traitor Queen and I read it in a day. Like, I picked it up at night, woke up, and continued reading it. So, like, I was at a dance practice and I was reading it. But I really, really enjoyed The Traitor Queen. I would say Trade Queen was my favorite of the two. Because in my head, this is a duology. Even though it's a 6-book series, it's a duology. It's like 3 duologies in my head. And I just really enjoyed the Trade Queen. I thought it wrapped up everything really well. I don't really want to spoil anything, but I had a lot of, no, but I really was glad that the like human grudges stayed there. And it wasn't like, okay, so I still love her. I'm gonna marry her. I'm gonna believe everything she says. No. I'm glad there's actually some consequences in the actions that people took, and I really enjoyed that. And I'm currently reading Inadequate Air, but I haven't finished it, so it's not going to be in this video. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you'll come back and maybe subscribe, and give me some recommendations if you think there's any books I should read. Anyways, I'll see you another time. Goodbye!